Whether you're a Marvel fan or not, you already know of the existence of the second trailer for Avengers Endgame. And many fans are really excited about this one. There's been a question to be answered ever since the first trailer came out. What am I talking about? I'm talking about whether Tony Stark was gonna be dead or alive for Endgame. Many fans were theorizing about who would save Iron Man. And I can truly say that a very low percentage of fans were actually expecting Iron Man to die, at least in space. And this question got answered on this trailer. If you want to see the complete trailer, I'm gonna leave the link in the description below so you can see the official trailer for the upcoming movie on April 26th. On this video, I'm gonna be focusing more on what we saw on the trailer. The first thing that we see on the trailer is a bit of a recap of what happened on the past movies, and with a narration on the background from Tony Stark himself. In this scene, he's actually talking to the helmet, or at least that's what fans are speculating because of what he says. But let's just assume that he's doing his recording, the same recording that we saw in the first trailer, of him saying that they ran out of food and oxygen is getting low. Tony says the following: "It seems like 1,000 years ago, I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man, realized I love you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one." Here we hear Tony Stark leaving a message on his helmet, and he was actually speaking to Pepper Potts. And all of the images that we saw are of Iron Man himself. After this, the narration changes, and we are now seeing recaps of Captain America. The narration is by Peggy Carter. She says the following: "The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over." Again, after all the images of Captain America pass, the images change to the movies of Thor. And we also see some images of Avengers Infinity War, specifically when everyone was vanishing. And once again, the narration changes to Thor. He says the following: "I saw all these people die." Once again, it changes to Steve Rogers, or Captain America. He says the following: "I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us." Here he is speaking to Bruce and to Black Widow. Here the narration changes once again, this time to Black Widow. She says the following: "Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try." Then Steve says, "We will." And then he says, "Whatever it takes." And some other characters say the same thing. And as we're hearing these last words, we see some interesting images. But the images that I want to focus on is these last images that are shown on screen right now. We see the Avengers in new suits. We first see Captain America, followed by Ant-Man and Nebula. Then we see Hawkeye/Ronin and War Machine. And last but not least, we see Black Widow and Tony Stark himself, them being in front of Ant-Man and Nebula. And this is the part that I want to focus on, because many fans went crazy with these images. Tony Stark is alive, and we cannot be happier. There's still one question that needs to be answered. Who rescued Tony? We won't know that until Endgame arrives on April 26th. There are multiple speculations and multiple theories on who is gonna go rescue Tony Stark, but I'm not gonna be discussing this in this video. And I am here to say, instead, is this our Tony? Is this the Iron Man that went to space and got trapped over there? Many are saying that this Tony Stark is not the same Tony Stark that we saw in the first trailer. Many are saying that this is a Tony Stark that is from the past. Here I say no, for two reasons specifically. Number one, we also have Nebula. That means that somehow they made it back. Reason number two being that these suits are not just a fashion choice. These are suits that they're gonna use in the quantum realm. That's right, they are gonna go to the quantum realm. And my speculation is that they're gonna use a temporal vortex to go before Thanos annihilated half the population. And last but not least, we see some images of Thor with Captain Marvel. In these images, Thor raises his hand, movement that we've seen before. When he wants to call Mjolnir, he gets the hammer back, and Captain Marvel doesn't flinch one bit. Then he says to his colleagues, "I like this one," and smiles. Tell me, what did you think of the trailer? Do you think this is our Tony Stark, or do you think that this is a Tony Stark from the past? Thanks for watching the video, and remember to leave a like and subscribe to see more content. This has been All Around.